here at Newburgh Brewing Company, I'm one of the owners and I'm also the president. So what that essentially means is I run largely the operational and the business end of the brewery. Professionally and educationally, I guess, I'm actually a CPA, so I studied finance and accounting. I went to school at Boston University. I graduated from there. I spent the first 7 years of my life working in that field. So I worked, started my career working with early stage startup companies, which is kind of where I fell in love with the idea of being a part of a startup at some point. And then directly after that professional experience, I actually got shipped off to Germany for almost 2 years to work. And that's where I fell in love with really good beer. So coming back from Germany, I sort of had two of my most fierce passions already set up, which was working in a startup environment and really good beer. So from there, I was working on Wall Street, and Chris was working at the Brooklyn Brewery, and he had this idea to open a brewery here in the Hudson Valley, specifically in the city of Newburgh. And he asked me if I would be willing, or if I wanted, to come on board to run more of the business end of the brewery. And it was this opportunity to combine two of my passions into one thing. So I jumped at the chance, and here we are 5.5 years later.
I'm Christopher Basso. I'm the brewmaster here at Newburgh. So I'm in charge of making all the beer. I'm on the production side, everything from grain and procuring ingredients up to the finished product when it's in cans, kegs, however it's going to go out. I'm one of the owners as well. So I got my brewing start at Brooklyn Brewery. I was assistant brewer there for almost 7 years. Got my start there from the bottom, just taking out the garbage and cleaning kegs, things like that, and then eventually learning more on the actual brewing side. So really, I learned all my professional brewing knowledge there. Before that, and I started homebrewing before I got the job there, so that's kind of how I got into brewing and beer. I was actually in culinary school at the time, so I really always have enjoyed making things, whether it be food or whatever, but beer is a nice mix of that, but honestly, at the end of the day, it's a bit nicer of a life than working in kitchens.